Welcome back to GoLocal Live. We're here in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center with Michelle Peterson. She's a recent grad and she's the founder of the new revolution of communication for social work. So we're very excited to have her here. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So tell us a little bit about TextUp.
Yeah, so what we've built is a communication platform for social workers and nonprofits. So it does a range of things. It automates record keeping. It helps these organizations meet federal and state data protection requirements. It also has a lot of features that save them time and save them money, just so they have more resources to do the critical work that they do.
And so how did this idea come to you?
Yeah, so it came about, my co-founder and I both have direct experience in social work and specifically homeless services. I was working in Hasbro Children's Hospital and my co-founder was volunteering regularly at Harrington Hall, which is a men's shelter in Rhode Island. And we both just were overwhelmed with how much work everyone on staff was expected to do. And we just realized there wasn't a software tool that was available at a price point that these agencies could afford. So we were lucky enough to have the resources at Brown to then build something to meet the needs of those organizations.
And so it's really a way of making a private line of communication without social workers necessarily having to give out their private phone numbers and information. Is that correct?
Exactly, yeah. So if you're talking about your typical commercial entity, they're going to give you a work phone or a work phone number. But a lot of social work agencies and nonprofits can't afford that just because it's a lot of money for very tight budgets. So instead what they oftentimes do is they have their staff use their personal phones. But the issue with that is then there's zero work personal life separation. So a social worker can be getting a call at 3 in the morning on a Saturday or in the middle of the night on Tuesday, and there's essentially just no time to recoup and have a separate life outside of work. And then there's also an issue where technically using a personal phone breaks HIPAA guidelines, which are mandated by the federal government. So it just creates a lot of issues on a lot of different realms for these organizations when they use personal phones. So the privacy protected platform that we've created allows them to access TextUp from their personal devices while still having that separate work phone number and meeting data protection requirements.
That's such a great solution. So it's available on phones. Can you use it on other platforms as well?
Yes, you can use it on anything that gets internet, anything that can pull up a web browser. So any type of tablet, laptop, etc.
Great, and so you just graduated this year, and so you're already very, very busy. And when did you come up with this?
So it started in 2015, actually, so it's been a little while. It's very exciting for it to finally get to the stage of a full-time business, especially right at the perfect time of me graduating a couple months ago.
And you recently won an award as well for, was it for a startup award?
Yes, so we won a couple. We won, Brown University had a pitch competition, which we got third in. So we got a cash prize from that. We also won the Rhode Island Business Plan competition. We're actually the first student-run venture to ever win the competition, and it's 18 years of operation, so we're very proud of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. So we got first place in the state for that, and then we also got an additional award from Brown University to support my co-founder and I working on this full-time for our first year.
That's great. And so is it just the two of you?
Yes, yeah, it's just the two of us working full-time. But honestly, I couldn't pick a better person to work with. It's been the two of us from the very beginning in 2015. So yeah, perfect business partner.
And is TextUp available now?
Yes, yeah. So we do have a handful of organizations, I believe it's 11, that are using it in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And we are always happy to take on new contracts and provide free demos to anyone who is interested. Our email is connect@textup.org.
Great. And so what's next for you guys? It seems like you're off to the races, off and running. What's the next steps?
So the next steps for us, we're on Eric's side of things on the development side. We're rounding out a couple additional features to really finish our value proposition. So just a couple extra things to kind of just make TextUp even that much more useful for social workers. On my end of things, it's a lot of sales, a lot of outreach, and just kind of getting our name out there.
Great. Well, congratulations, and we're very excited to see where the next few years take you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so that's it for this hour for us. Kate will be up at 4, so you don't want to miss it. She's got a lot of great guests on today, too. And here in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center, I'm your GoLocal Live host, Rachel.